right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and let's go. Kila mtu akae rada. 1, 2, laughing very exaggerately. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Some korada. And make sure you engage. It's like, you know, the deep belly laugh. Deep belly laugh. So when we are singing, the first thing you have to know is your posture really matters. If you're sitting or if you're standing. If you're standing, feet slightly apart. Why? Because inakupatia grounding so that you don't lose balance. So if you're standing and you're able to do so many things, handle the mic, do everything. If you have actions, do that. So feet slightly apart. When you're seated, sit upright. Don't slouch back on your chair. You don't do this, okay? When you do this, what happens? Unafunga your airway. It's slouched. It's bent. Nika straw. You know what happens when you kunja a straw? So unakaa chini upright to ensure that the air is alafu feet firmly on the ground. Pia for support. Okay? Let's do this exercise. La, 1, 2, go. Let's go. La 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 la. Let's go backwards now. I'm introducing a new concept now. Key. Kuna mtu ashai kuambia unaimba off key. Ushaisikia mtu akisema ai umsa anaimba off key, right? You can hear if something is off key, right? How would you know? Especially kama kuna backup ya instrumental, si ndio? Unasikia hiyo instrumental iko kingine na venye mtu anaimba ama kama ni instrument piano ama guitar unasikia umsa it's like me starting to sing. There is that song we were singing, Memories, right? If I played intro inakuja Now I'm going to sing off key. Cheers to the ones to be loved. Cheers. That is basically singing off key. Sindio? So how do you learn how to sing in key? How do you learn how to sing in key? 1, if you're using instrumentals, it's matching the particular pitch of that instrumental. If it is an instrument, then you have to give yourself some time to actually really listen. So kuimba, you don't now just use your mouth. You also use you have to listen fast so that una match key. So if I'm doing this, so I want you now to sing. You know the song, right? I used a very popular, you know the song? Unajua hiyo wimbo? Okay, you know the song? Yeah, whatever, right? So let me see. I want you to sing back. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Good. Listen. Two, go. Very good. Good. Very good. So what you've done, you're in key, right? So if it was a lady who was singing that, she'll probably go, cheers to the ones that we love. Cheers to the, right? She will go now. What is the difference? They're basically singing the same thing. Sindio? So masikio lazima ikae rada. So that's one of the elements of music or singing. Key na influence pitch. 2, the other element of singing is performance. Now performance is the difference between wakuabudiwa, wakuheshimiwa. kuheshimiwa ni wewe. Well, fine, I'm singing okay, right? But there's no performance element. Performance element is, you may sing the most basic song, but you have to capture people's attention. Like lazima mtu asikie, yenyewe, okay, hiyo ni wimbo najua, lakini you have given it another level. Because why do we sing? We sing for different reasons. One, to entertain. Two, to pass a message. What's the other reason we sing? Pass a message is also stroke educate, stroke create awareness, worship, stroke praise in church. Three, what's the other reason? We also sing for therapy. Apart from entertaining, unajua kuna ile wimbo, kuna zile wimbo unasikiza then unasikia you want to get up and dance. But there's also that music that you listen to and it calms you, it soothes you, right? So in performance, that is what you have to understand, why am I singing at this particular time? If maybe it's like a talent competition and you're told to sing, at that point you're not going to educate, at that point you're not going to worship, at that point you're going to entertain. So you have to entertain. Entertaining is when if you need to dance, you dance and you give it your all. If you're singing, you need to sing and you give it your all. If you need to demonstrate something, you give it your all. So that's where the performance aspect is. Under performance is where we have vitu kama projection, voice projection. Projection is what I did when I was singing Waku Abudiwa. I wasn't projecting. I wasn't really projecting. I was singing the song, lakini nilikuwa najimbia. If I need to project. Waku Abudiwa, waku heshimiwa ni wewe, Mungu. And I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at my piano. I'm not shy. I'm actually, if I was passing a message, you want to hear that message, right? I have projected. Projection is not shouting. Projection is not, can you say that? Projection is not shouting. Projection is very controlled. Sasa! That is loud. That is not projection. Junisema sasa, you can still hear me, right? But I'm not being unnecessarily loud. Okay? So there's a difference between projecting and being loud. Projection is controlled. Under performance, we also have image. Now, if you're going to take your music seriously, if you want people to take you seriously, people want to see that and say, hey, that's an artist. That's not a carpenter. Yeah, that's not a lecturer. That's not a teacher. That's not a lawyer. That's a musician. So that's where image and brand and all that comes under, right? Because when you go on stage, I need to, just by looking at you, before even you open your mouth, I need to know what kind of artist are you. Aya. Under performance is also where we have, audience engagement. Like kuna nyimbo, gengeton, we ni mse wa gengeton, si ndio? Gengeton ni mziki ya watu. It's music for the masses. Si ati ni wewe unakuja unajimbia. Hiyo ni mziki ya kuengage watu. So you have to engage people. Na kwenye hiyo mziki litokanga, which is genge. I don't know so many gengeton examples, I won't lie, but I know genge. Kulikuwa mziki kaa tuendelee ama tusi. It's a naitwa call and response. And most, if now we get to a level where tunasema ka unataka mziki yako isell, kuwa na hiyo element. Ka wesa ni unataka gengeton. When I'm singing something and then automatically unasikia kuna part audience inafaa kureply. So even for performance purposes, hiyo muziki inakuwa very easy to perform. Jua unafanya part yako, audience inafanya part yake. If your music is not very, what do you call it? Interactive, thank you very much. If it's not very interactive, chances utajipata uko solo, unajaribu, and then you'll have to put so much effort into making sure that one, your now performance is very good. Juu kama you're not relying on other people, kama sasa ni wewe peke yako utakuwa stage solo, you really have to give your A++ game. Because sasa people will be watching you like this. They will not be wanting to interact. So if they watch you, people give you their eyes and ears, you have to be really, really good. Okay? You have to be really, really good. And that's why unaonanga mnasikizanga ma classical music hivi. Ndio unaonanga hiyo muziki haikuangi interactive sana. But what kind of of what level of like, musicianship do those people have? Very high. Because if I'm going to spend 1 hour sitting just like this to listen to you, you have to be good. Sindio, you have to impress me. Okay? Like kama ni piano or kuimba lazima uimbe yani ile mpaka tu nisikie yes, right? So these are some of the things that we are going to keep learning. That's why it's important that, you keep attending these sessions and tell your friends who are planning to, who's a rapper here? Nani freestyler? Tupatie. Tusikie. Just give us something. Yeah. You see? Clap for him. He's on the beat. He's on the beat. That's the element of singing in inaitwa rhythm. Rhythm. And sasa kitu kama performance pia, kuna what we call breath control. Your breath control, You don't want people singing, unafika mahali, unahema sana. Na kozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu, ananipenda leo kuliko jana. Right? Breath control, right? You're supposed to, like, musically, it's like sentences. No? Even when you're speaking, like, the way you're speaking, Bwana ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu. You see where there are those natural commas? You can see them. Basically, that's where you use to breathe. And see how to breathe. When singing, you breathe very gently and subtly. Very, Bwana ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu. I breathed, but you didn't hear that, right? It was very gentle about it. Let's just try sing that song. Bwana ni mwokozi wangu, tena ni kiongozi wangu, ananipenda leo kuliko jana, baraka zake hazikuishi, si kama binadamu abadiliki, ananipenda leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, Yesu unipende leo kuliko jana, kuliko jana, Yesu unipende leo kuliko jana. Who noticed something I did with my voice? Yes? I lowered it at the end. Who else noticed something else I did with my voice? Yes? Did you notice anything I did with my voice? Inaitwa tonal variation, which is also an element of performance. Tonal variation is when you're starting a song, and especially ni wimbo which is very emotive. Yani, it's a very intimate kind of song with God. You don't start people off with screaming in their ears. You unawapeleka gently, you lower them gently into the music. That's a technique. You lower them, and then where you need, like kuliko jana, which is a refrain, you actually unaongeza kuliko jana because you're insisting it. Then when you want to finish, you start lowering people off. So that naturally mtu anajua, like fade in, fade out, basically. I'm going to give an opportunity to you to perform something, like just very short, like mwenye ako ana feel like, they want to share something, and then like we have like 5 minutes of positive critique. So I want a volunteer. Mtu anataka. Yes, please. Okay, I play you anything. Okay. Let me think about it, okay? change our dreams, right? Okay, good. No. Spotlight. Right. Now, first of all, let's know, is that your own composition?
Freestyle.
Oh, that's a freestyle. Awesome. Okay, good. So now I want positive critique. I want positive critique from you. What did you think about his performance? Yes? Good voice. Yeah? Good. Someone give me any other thing?
I like the tone.
The tone variation. Okay, good.
His flow is good.
His flow is quite good. Okay, good.
I feel like he should look more at the crowd and engage us.
Okay, good. On beat, yes, thank you. You've learned something, eh?
I also love his lyrics.
His lyrics. He knows what he's saying. Very good, yes. I also like the melody. It's very catchy. Sindio, let's get it out. That's like, hata ukitoka hapa hivyo, trust me, utakuwa tu at the back of your mind, let's get it out, it's going to be running, yes? Yes, which is one of the qualities, melody, a good melody, a simple and good melody, one of the characteristics of a hit song. Anyone else?
Okay, positive critique.
Yes. Asieke mikono hapa. Good, yes. Anyone else who thinks something different? Very good. Let's get it out. Good. So now my positive critique. Very nice melody. It's very catchy. Like, you know, it's very easy to remember that. Eh? You don't even have to sing it like twice. At least I got something. Let's get it out. That was something that's very catchy too. Very good. Now, what I think you would improve on is one, your projection, right? You're singing more towards this plane. You learn to sing. Sindio, let's get it out. All right? Opening up your voice. And then also how you introduce, like how you like I wanted, like when you came here, like just, you know, take some time to, you know, fill in the music, because what it does, it also like kind of draws attention to you. Like, you know, when you come and stand here, people, you know, not immediately start singing, like give people some time to actually see you, right? And now anticipate what you're going to offer, okay? Like, so that's actually like performance, draw attention to yourself, right? So yes, projection for me, let's get it out. Then the other thing is, we will need to work on articulation, diction, the words. Yes, I could hear what you were talking about, but it wasn't very clear. So we will need to work on that, okay? Thank you very much.